car is just not enough. How about that last time where you just needed a bulldozer, to do whatever it was that you needed a bulldozer for? Or, military aircraft, a hearse, ambulance. Well, Uber puts all this on call. The global market for vehicles is about 2 billion units. And out of that, the present Uber market is only taking advantage of about 1 billion of those. So we've got this enormous untapped market globally. Now, currently, 9% of the military emergency response and other craft are sitting unused most of the time. And so we're just having this enormous resource that's just sitting unused and making some money for everybody. So when you order up a Uber, it comes with your professional pilot or whatever to make sure that you can do the job that you need. And of course, we can optimize demand. So if you've got a lot of construction going on in a place, you can drive the pricing. And of course, if you have a group of people that want to do some sort of activity, we can kind of help out on both ends. So, how do we actually get out there? So, the first experience for each user is free. And then we'll start with emergency vehicles, and then we'll move into the military vehicles, after we're established with the market. So, as you can see, our expenses for that track our revenue pretty closely, which means that we're going to be needing to raise $1 billion of seed funding. And so we hope that you might help. All right, so that's Uber. What? Yeah, I think so. Bitcoin's, any cryptocurrency for sure.
So the floor is open, guys. It's like a very interesting model, looking into a number of situations. Lots of construction going on in China, the Middle East. There's also other activities happening in the Middle East that can benefit from a service like this. So, fire away. Any questions for the CEO?
What if I crash my tank? Is it insured?
Oh no! You'd just be a rider in the tank. So of course, all vehicles are insured. For your industry. Of course, wartime might be a bit of a push.
Why did you give like 50% equity away at your seed stage?
Oh, actually, that's the wrong number. I left out a 0.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that should be a $20 billion valuation.
Okay, good. I was just confused where I invest my money.
What does your privacy policy look like? Do you have any data protection plans? Do I want you tracking my tank?
Well, we can attempt to keep you from being tracked, but we can't guarantee that your activities are go unnoticed.
If I rent a tank, what guarantee do I have that my enemy won't also rent a tank from you?
This is an equal opportunity marketplace. I think you just better hope that your enemy doesn't rent a bigger tank than yours.
And on that, you saw the concept of surge pricing, right? So if in certain geographical areas the demand will go up, that will increase sort of like the prices as well, right?
What about unmanned vehicles? Do you own the pilots that's sitting like 1,000 miles away, or?
Oh, for sure. Because obviously we're not going to just give you $1 million drone to fly, next to your next door neighbors. So yeah, it comes with a pilot.
Thinking you mentioned briefly hearses.
Right.
Would you give the traditional discount for the first-time user of a vehicle like that?
speechless. But I guess we would have to.
Well, that one is on a family basis, right? So we do an evaluation on the age and composition. Based on that, we can optimize it.
Do you have any workshop on how to ride a tank? For your
well,
new client, I think it will be
yeah,
useful.
the first one's free, right?
First one is-
I've got a question as well. How do you deal with the shipments? Who pays for that?
Shipments from
Right.
one place to another.
Exactly.
It's all sort of all rolled into the price.
So
It's
you guys,
inclusive.
so you guys do helicopters and
Oh yeah,
like private jets.
Any unused vehicles like that for sure.
Any business plan to explore the space shuttle?
I think that's completely decommissioned at this point. But I heard there's some Russian rockets that run off of partially nuclear fuel that we're looking into.
How about viral marketing? Do you have any campaigns such as the Occupy? Maybe it could be leveraged for some viral campaigns?
Currently, we do not participate in nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare. So viral marketing is out of order for now.
Is it possible to choose the color of the tank or to have a customized design for the tank?
I think that's in our version 2 app.
Have you considered crowdfunding? Because countries can back you.
Yeah, that is definitely one thing that we would look at. I think we're looking at just major nations for the initial seed funding though.
Okay, the last question. So that's the
I was going to say, did you have any kind of link up with any music services? So when I get in my tank, it will automatically play my Spotify playlist for war.
Well, I think that's also in the version 2 app where we connect that up.
There's one challenge though. We've been in negotiation with a number of companies. There's a bit of a DRM issue. We tried to get some streaming music from US artists in the Russian tanks. That doesn't seem to be working yet due to some legality stuff. Yeah.
This idea actually came from Richard, the guy who got the last question out. He tweeted this. So we actually have a iPhone 6 Plus for him. Here you are, catch it. It's a dummy one, but okay.
Okay, there's a round of applause for
We still have some gadgets here. We have some selfie sticks. So who's up for a selfie stick? Yes? Yes? One? Oh. Duck! Yeah? Let's see if we can hit somebody. This one is going to eject when I'm going to throw this one. Here we are. And by the way, we were talking about failures here, so these are selfie sticks without remote control. So figure it out how you push the button. We still have a power bar, so yes? And yeah, no, the one is with battery. We have some Woober USB sticks. Yes? Here you are. Here you are. Again? Okay, here. Yes, there. Here you are. And because we're not done yet, I have a cassette. Who? Who wants a cassette? I'm not going further until some. Yes, here you are. And we still have a large T-shirt. Oh, it's it. And we still have some books. Generously sponsored by General Assembly. We have one Lean Startup. We have 3 Founders Dilemmas. And I'll leave that up to Marcel to divide that to all the hands are going up right now.
Good. Yeah, this one is not going to be as easy, right? So which Hong Kong-based and started company last week came in the media with a $100 million valuation? Think hard. Google. I give you 30 seconds to figure out. This is going to be a big bonus. I give you 2. Google it. Which one was it? Yeah, so GoGoVan had an extra round of funding last week, so they up to $100 million. So I guess that's probably the first or one of the very few in Hong Kong. Jeffrey has been referring a few times to a startup, an application that he started, and the one that he joined with his female co-founder. What was the name of the startup? It should be more difficult than this.
Thank you, Sylvain. So we still have one book left. We didn't get any gadget yet. So we have.
How come you say yes? Because you got to do it.
So we didn't get anything yet. Derek, I think. No? Still? So hands up. We didn't get anything yet.
I gave everything away.
Okay.
That's your own fault. So, yeah.
If you haven't got any gadgets yet, come over to the front.
Come over here. Be extroverted. Come on. So we have 3 right now. Yeah, you don't have any gadgets yet. Derek, how much do you want that book?
Oh, and we're just gonna start this game from.
You want that book? The book is yours. Okay. Then we still have 2 people left. But a selfie stick and a USB stick is something else. But I still have 2 things behind my back. And that's for the 2 people that still haven't done it.
So what we're gonna do is
we have actually 2 drones. Here's one for you. Here's one for you. Small drones. Fly them inside. Keep your windows closed because I think by the time they fly out, you're never going to see them again. Yeah? That's it for the gadgets for now. We actually had a gadget sponsor, and they did gadget bags. They were delivered yesterday in Cyberport, but at the wrong core. So we cannot get them right now. We hope we can retrieve them next week. If we can, we'll email you all where to either pick it up or maybe you have a small reunion somewhere in Central or somewhere else that at that point we have a small reunion, and then at that point you can retrieve that gadget back. Yeah, so that was our failure for today, that we don't have our gadget bags. Our biggest failure for today. So that's it. I want to thank all the speakers for today, the mea culpas, the openness that they did, the real, like from their heart, speaking from their heart, interesting stuff that I heard. I want to thank them. Give them once more a round of applause for them.